If you've been practicing the law of attraction or the law of assumption and the process of manifesting, and feel like you haven't fully grasped how to manifest what you want, this video will break it down in a very simple way that gives you an instant manifestation advantage. When you understand the power that you actually have, you can instantly change your state and change your reality in dynamic ways. What you're experiencing in your physical reality now is the result of your past thinking. Everything shows up in regards to the story that you carry about yourself and life in general. What that means is this: your present physical reality is the reflection of the old stuff that you thought. It reflects your beliefs and your perceptions. It's simply an illusion based upon the way that you previously felt and thought about life. And any new thought patterns that you have the ability to manifest new experiences. If you have a story about yourself, a version of you who doesn't get what they want when it comes to the things that you desire on a deep level, you're holding yourself hostage to being that version. When we allow perceived limitations to be more important than our dreams, we relay to our subconscious mind and the universal mind that those limitations are what's most important to us, and in turn flow more energy towards those limitations that keep them in manifested form. Through universal law, there's no determination as to whether something is good or bad, wanted or unwanted for you. The focus and energy determine the outcome. The universe merely delivers based on those things. It's our individual job to change our focus and our energy to create a new outcome if we don't like our physical experience. And that can actually be accomplished instantaneously. Your true self does not have any limitations. We only experience limitations when we agree to having them. So to change your life and manifest in favorable ways, you must surrender to the truth of the version of you who does have what he or she wants, and believe in this truth with your whole heart, regardless of the old illusion that you may be experiencing with your physical senses. When we manifest the lack of something that we desire, it's because we've given power to a reality that shows us lack. Nothing can show up differently for you when you hold a story in your mind that says you don't get what you want. So you must change the way that you think of things and persist in that until the outer illusion presents it to you. An easy way to do this is by changing your state in the present moment. Simply ask yourself a question such as this: what would it look like if I were abundant? Or, what would it feel like if I had everything that I desire? Or, how would it look if I were living my perfect life? Your subconscious mind will help you find the answer to questions such as these, and it doesn't take a lot of effort on your part, because this part of the mind can instantly help you access the images and the states that align with these types of questions. In fact, it's designed to do so. The thoughts and states that match these questions don't necessarily mean that you have your physical manifestation in front of you in that moment. However, this state is the seed of that manifestation, and that seed is already yours. This is where you rest in the knowing that your creation is already so. And if you nurture this seed by tuning into it and carrying it with you as your dominant story and way of being, it will manifest as your physical reality. What you want is actually already yours. Your true being already has it all because everything is conceived first by the mind. It all starts in consciousness. If it's already in your mind, it's a fact. And if you can find the way to deny the physical reality that you see with your physical senses and rely solely on your inner world and nurture that as the only truth, your outer reality must comply by reflecting that back to you as an image of that truth. The outer illusion has no power unless you give it power by giving your energy away to it. It's utterly insignificant in comparison to your mind, your thoughts, and the story that you tell about yourself and about life, because it must mold itself to these things. If you look around at your outer physical world, you'll be able to easily see how it fits perfectly with the things that you tell yourself about you and your life. It's an exact match to your past thoughts and imaginings. The outer physical reality only becomes in charge of our lives when we agree to let it do so. But we also have the ability to turn away from that and create new things. You must awaken from being hypnotized by what seemingly is in order to step fully into your power and change it. You deny that your physical experience is truth at all if you don't prefer it. It's not what's real. What's in your consciousness is the only real and true thing there is. That's the instant manifestation advantage, creating the instant thought seed and then nurturing it. We are born knowing how to think and how to feel, so you already have everything within you required to manifest. In fact, you do this all of the time now, even if you aren't fully aware of how you do it. It's simply imagining combined with feeling states that correspond to the imaginal act. Remember that your subconscious mind, in addition to being a goal-oriented machine, is also very habitual. So it's your job to change any undesired habits that it's formed by consciously stopping them and reversing them as often as possible until it becomes a new habit. You may find it helpful to use an affirmation in times such as these to reverse the process if your thoughts don't seem to align with what you truly want. Here's an example. I give up all beliefs in anything external from me. All power is within me. The outer world has no authority over me. I now claim my personal power to create the things that I desire. This power is naturally a part of me. I have always had it, and I choose now to use it intentionally and dominantly to manifest my outer world as a reflection of the things that I choose to experience. I will remain in this state until it shows up. From there, go back into the imaginal state as previously described by asking your subconscious mind what it would look or feel like if you had whatever it is that you desire to experience. Neville Goddard also spoke about this endlessly in his lectures, books, and audio. He also referenced going into what is sometimes referred as the zero state or the void state. Here is a quote from his book, At Your Command, regarding this. All of your present beliefs, fears, and limitations are weights that bind you to your present level of consciousness. If you would transcend this level, you must leave behind all that is now your present self or conception of yourself. To do this, you take your attention away from all that is now your problem or limitation and dwell upon just being. That is, you say silently but feeling to yourself, I am. Do not condition this awareness as yet. Just declare yourself to be and continue to do so until you are lost in the feeling of just being, faceless and formless. When this expansion of consciousness is attained, then within this formless deep of yourself, give form to the new conception by feeling yourself to be that which you desire to be. You will find within this deep of yourself all things to be divinely possible. Everything in the world which you can conceive of being is to you, within this present formless awareness, a most natural attainment. Your conscious awareness can experience anything it chooses to. That is the power you have that instantly changes reality. When you fulfill your desires in your mind and embrace the fact that that story in your mind is the only true reality, without compromise or the acceptance of anything less than that, with true persistence, and while denying the illusion of anything that doesn't match it, the outer world must conform to it and present it to you. This is the law. Stop persisting in the unwanted stories and persist in the one that gives you everything you desire. And then watch it unfold in your life in magical ways.